A short tour inside this home gives you a sense of why Sean and Ryan decided to call it home. This year, in the middle of a pandemic, they moved out of Chicago to Kentucky.
In the first 2 or 3 months of the pandemic, we had probably 15 to 20 people we knew that just vacated, not even just the city, but the state, entirely.
Despite the demonstrations and lockdowns and looting, they made the move for space.
Interestingly enough, when we told my family that we were living, who all lives in Illinois, they were relieved. They were relieved that we were leaving the city because of the violence. So it was something that never really registered for us, but for our family, it definitely did. But the pandemic definitely was 100% the reason. If we weren't working from home, we probably would never think about leaving the city.
They may have chosen to leave Illinois, but not everyone is. WGN Investigates requested the data from the U.S. Postal Service on change of address forms filed in Illinois from March to September in 2019 and 2020. That would cover the start of the March 21st stay-at-home order. We narrowed it down to the downtown Chicago zip codes. The data released by USPS shows a 10% increase in filings from 15,533 in 2019 to 17,210 in 2020. And in September alone, for example, the River North, River West zip code of 60654 shows the most downtown change of address filings with 528.
Quite frankly, I don't think we're going to see a huge movement out.
We spoke with Teresa Cordova. She's the director of the Great Cities Institute at UIC. She says even though some numbers may indicate a move to suburban life, city lights have a tendency to pull people back.
But I still think, it's particularly among the younger population, I think there's still going to be the draw to stay downtown. It's hard to see past this pandemic.
This is the middle of the semester at Northwestern. These streets would be full.
Roger Sosa heads the Evanston Chamber of Commerce. One of the zip codes people are moving into from downtown is Evanston.
We've seen a number of new luxury type of condominium and apartment buildings go up here in Evanston in the last year, and the occupancy rates seem to be pretty good. And so it wouldn't surprise me. People are leaving the city to come here, I think, for a couple of reasons. We've got a really fine school system here. We provide a lot of the same things you can get in the city.
Downtown change of address forms also place people in DuPage County, River Forest, and Northwest Indiana. That's not all. There's a shift from downtown to northern parts of the city, like Lakeview and Lincoln Park, or west to Ukrainian Village. All of it right now, though, just an initial look as Chicago waits for the end of the pandemic to assess the long-term impact. And one of the things that Professor Cordova brought up is that a temporary downtown shift may provide an opportunity for more affordable living spaces in areas that were traditionally out of reach for people. A couple of things that she's looking at during and after the pandemic: investments in infrastructure as well as education.